Wave sweeping across Europe, scorching temperatures, shattering records in several countries, including France, where the heat poses a new threat to the fire-damaged Notre Dame Cathedral. NBC's Bill Neely is in London.
It's the hottest since the Eiffel Tower was built, or since anything in Paris was built. Over 108 degrees, roasting American tourists.
It is ridiculously hot.
We got to play in the fountain. This was amazing.
So hot, architects fear the roof of Notre Dame Cathedral, damaged by fire, could collapse. In Belgium, it's the hottest since 1883. In the Netherlands and Germany, more records smashed. In Britain, 100 degrees in July for the first time.
And Europe may just have to get used to it. Recently, it's had the 5 hottest days in the last 500 years.
In Portugal, wildfires are raging. In France, fears of a repeat of the 15,000 heatwave deaths a decade ago. Air conditioning not big in Europe. It's famous chocolate, no match for the heat.
Relief, though, and rain is in sight. The warnings now for wild storms and flash floods. Lester?
All right, Dylan.
As you can see, as I've been telling you, and telling you, and telling you, the world is speaking.
Neely, thank you. In this country, Alaska has warmed twice as fast as the rest of the world in the last 50 years, and now parts of Alaska are feeling the heat this summer as new records are being set in the southern part of the state. Kevin Tibbles went to Alaska to see the effects firsthand.
Alaska's blue-white giants are dying, falling to rising temperatures in the 49th state.
34-degree water, recently melted ice and snow.
Matt Sundy guides tours on the massive Spencer Glacier.
So in 2009, we used to be able to step onto the ice from the end of the trail.
Today, we have to kayak to the glacier's face a mile away, nimbly making our way past icebergs that have broken off.
Perhaps as recently as 30 years ago, where we're kayaking right now, would have been under hundreds of feet of ice.
Climatologist Brian Bretschneider has come to see the damage firsthand to an ice mass that's thousands of years old.
This is the warmest month on record, any month, any year for this region.
On July 4th, Anchorage set a new record at 90 degrees. Forest fires leave a haze that hangs in the air. Fisheries, a $6 billion industry, are jeopardized, and the ice keeps melting. A helicopter is now the only way to reach the top. They say the Spencer recedes 100 feet a year.
This is a phenomenal place of natural beauty. The tragedy is it's disappearing before our very eyes.
Matt Sundy's tour business, Ascending Path, is also receding.
I love the aesthetic of what meltwater creates, but the cause of it is heartbreaking.
With more carbon in the atmosphere, it's getting hotter and melting glaciers, causing water levels worldwide to rise.
In many other places, you can't see those changes, but they're occurring. Climate change is affecting everybody.
The glacier's a bit like a canary in a coal mine.
Monuments from the Ice Age now in retreat. Kevin Tibbles, NBC News, in the Chugach National Forest, Alaska.
Now you see that it is not a joke. This is real. This is real. That's right, y'all. Say hello to the mic. When I was young, I've dreamed of Christmas. I am back. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. I'm starting anew. I'm slipping away. I'm going where the winters are cold. All I need is a perm, and the rest of the heartbeats. When I tell you, see, a guy could get away with anything if he could sing. Baby, I'm sorry. I used to love you, but your sister looks better than you. She's younger and she's more vibrant, and she's looking like she's a model. I love the way she glows. I like the way she shows. She bounces with joy and her energy's high. And you don't. You just like to read books. And then you fall asleep right next to me. And I'm bored, but your sister's happy. A junior investment banker, 25, just happy to be. And she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and I say to myself, maybe. He's good and terrible. Oh, man. But back to the subject at hand, global warming. This is happening around the world. I told y'all. Global warming, fool. Hold on. Today is the 27th. It's 27 now. Happy birthday, Grandma. As you can see, Europe has never been a place that's normally cold, even in the wintertime. I don't know where white folks gonna go. They don't like this heat. Now it's hot all over. It's getting warm in Alaska. Look at that. The ice is melting. And why? There is too much carbon floating around. Carbon is heat. You don't want all that heat. If you can't take the heat, get out of Europe. We will become fossils. For who? The dinosaurs are going to be coming back. And they're going to be picking through our bones. We're going to have talking dinosaurs now. This was a human. Probably 45, 46 years of age. Just look at the bone structure. So Europe is the hottest it's ever been.
Fears of a repeat of the 15,000 heatwave deaths a decade ago. Air conditioning not big in Europe. It's famous chocolate, no match for the heat. Relief though and rain is in sight. The warnings now for wild storms and flash floods.
They want wild storms and flash floods over the heat.
So hot, architects fear the roof of Notre Dame Cathedral, damaged by fire, could collapse. In Belgium, it's the hottest since 1883. In the Netherlands and Germany, more records smashed. In Britain, 100 degrees in July for the first time.
And Europe may just have to get used to it. Recently, it's had the 5 hottest days in the last 500 years.
In Portugal, wildfires are raging. In France, fears of a repeat of the 15,000 heatwave deaths a decade ago. Air conditioning not big in Europe. It's famous chocolate, no match for the heat. Relief though and rain is in sight. The warnings now for wild storms and flash floods.
The relief is rainstorms and a flash flood. That's relief. You believe this?